Tom Brown here. I have Justin with me to help out, and today we're going to take a look at 3 combination from Shaolin Kempo, and we're going to explore some of the lessons of the technique. But in particular, we're going to look at a piece of the formulation process. We're going to look at how you can delete movements within your techniques and arrive at a whole nother technique, which may be just what you need to deal with the situation at hand. And you'll see what I mean as we get into this. Let's get started. We're going to look at the base technique, which the attack we're dealing with is a step through straight punch. And as he punches, I'm going to step off the line of attack and I'm going to check. I'll use a palm to check off his arm to make sure he doesn't come back at me. And I also want to check at that elbow to ensure that he doesn't collapse his arm into a collapsing elbow. If he knows what he's doing, that may very well be his next movement. Okay, so we have our initial defense. I step in, and I'm going to check that arm, and I want to catch him. Let's look at the timing of this, because it's a crucial part of the technique. As he steps in, he should be stepping right into that punch. I'm doing a thrust punch to the ribs. I'm getting borrowed force, and he's falling right into that. So timing is critical. Throw the punch again. I catch him with that. Now from here, I'm going to draw back, and I'm going to use a positional check, and we're going to do it for a few reasons. We're just going to get into a couple of the reasons today, but there's several things that are going on with this next piece of the technique. I do my first punch, I'm going to draw back. Now if I don't move his arm, if I don't reposition it, I'm not going to have a good line of entry for my next strike. Another element is at this point I have to worry about his legs. He could try to kick out my back leg, he could do any number of things. So I'm going to use this to pull him into the punch and control his height. Throw a kick. You can see that if I pull down, that negates his legs. We have our first punch. I use my positional check, and then I execute a back punch to the temple or any available target. Well, what if, and that's a crucial question when you're exploring your techniques, what if he throws the punch and I time it wrong? What happens, how does it change things if he lands and he reestablishes his base before I throw my next punch? Because keep in mind, when he's initiating his attack, when he's committed to that punch, he's not going to be able to throw a kick while he's in the middle of executing his initial attack. And I'm taking advantage of that. I'm allowing him to fall into this punch. But what if he's reestablished his base? Now it's a coin toss, because now he can throw a kick before I punch him, or we could end up hitting each other. Go to throw your kick. If he's kicking me and I'm hitting him, that's not a good situation to be in. So what's our solution? You probably already guessed it. The purpose of this video, we're going to show you how you can delete movements. So what if I delete my first move and I jump right to my second move? Throw the punch again. He's reestablished his base. From here, go to throw a kick. I control his height. I'm pulling him into the punch, and it works exactly the same. We just delete our first move, because at that point, like I said, it's heads or tails as to who's going to get to who first. Keep that in mind. Throw the punch. If I time it right, again, if I'm quick enough, I can catch him with this punch. Now there's a bonus to using this as your initial blow. So this is going to sneak right underneath, so he's not going to see it coming, which is going to make it much more devastating. If I can get that first strike in there, it's a very powerful strike, and it's very effective at softening him up and causing a lot of injury. But if I don't time it right, now I can check this arm down and bring him right into here, and then I can do whatever I want after that. You can add on to the technique if you need to. So there you have it. Just a quick little lesson exploring how we can delete movements within our technique, and you can arrive at a whole new technique that way. And it may be just what you need to tailor the technique to meet the needs of the situation at hand. This is part of the formulation process, which is something that we're in the middle of developing a course on. We're going to be releasing it soon, actually. We've also just completed a course on understanding self-defense techniques, which takes a look at the theoretical basis behind techniques and goes into several key elements that will help you in your training and learning and developing your techniques. If you're on my email list, we're going to be sending that out soon. It's a free series that we've completed. It's a 3-part video series. There's over 40 minutes of footage. Like I said, if you're on the list, we're going to give it to you for free. So if you're not, you may want to head over to my website, tigonkarate.com. Just give me your name and email, then you'll be on the list and we'll send that out to you. Hope you guys enjoyed the tip. Hope to see you on my email list, and we'll see you soon with another video.